Hi and hello, I'm Kristen the writer. Welcome back to my channel and I'm glad you're here. I thought that I would give you 7 book to film/TV adaptations that I am most excited about for 2020. Out of this list, only 3 of them are books that I've actually read, which means that I have to add more to my TBR before I watch these because I am definitely a read the book before you watch the movie type of gal. But let's go ahead and dive into these. So the very first one that I'm most excited about is Rebecca, which is a novel by Daphne du Maurier, and I talked about it on my channel not too long ago, but it's this thrilling story about the hold that a dead man's wife has on the people who knew her and what that feels like. We could maybe say it's one of our first kind of psychological thrillers that came upon us, and I'm happy to see that this is going to be adapted into a Netflix movie that will come out sometime in 2020. And Lily James, so beautiful, by the way, love Lily James. She's going to be an actress in it, and someone named Armie Hammer will also star in it. There wasn't a definitive date, all it said was 2020, so if you haven't read the book, you still have some time, go ahead and do it. The second adaptation that I'm looking forward to so much is Little Fires Everywhere, which is a novel by Celeste Ng, and it's going to become a Hulu 8-part series. So like a television series basically, but a limited one. And Rosemary DeWitt, Reese Witherspoon, and Kerry Washington will star in the series. And if you don't know, Little Fires Everywhere basically revolves around a town called Shaker Heights, which is supposedly perfect, but you really see kind of the hidden darkness behind these beautiful houses and the people who live in them. At the center of it all, there is an adoption, and there's a little bit of kind of cultural ties. It's also the story of broken families, a troubled daughter, and the decisions that she makes and how that affects her family as well. So I loved this story so much, and I'm really excited to see it on TV, and I probably will have to get a Hulu subscription to watch it, but alas, that is something that I most definitely will do. So just my money, here, take it. Just take it, Hulu. Take it. The number 3 adaptation that I'm excited for 2020 is Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli, which is going to become a Disney movie. Someone named Grace VanderWaal is going to be starring in this, and Stargirl is the beloved young adult story of a 15-year-old girl named Stargirl who goes to a new school, and she is completely different. She is vivid and bright, and everyone hates her for how unique and different she is, except for a boy named Leo who can't help but love her. So it's a story of standing out and daring to be yourself and the beauty of first love, and it will just be so delightful to see as a Disney movie. I can't wait. I can't believe it hasn't been one yet because this book has been around for a while. Alright, so now for the next 4 adaptations, we're kind of venturing into the territory of books I haven't read, but will read so that I can enjoy the adaptations. And the next one is Enola Holmes, which is going to be a movie which Millie Bobby Brown will star in, and Henry Cavill will play Sherlock in the movie. And Enola Holmes series is a middle grade series of books that follow a girl named Enola who just so happens to be Sherlock Holmes' little sister. So she solves her own mysteries and sometimes has some help from Big Brother. So very interesting, sounds great, can't wait to see that one. Number 5 on my list is The Witches by Roald Dahl. This movie will release on October 16th of 2020, and it's going to be voiced by people like Anne Hathaway, Stanley Tucci, and Octavia Spencer. So I can't believe I've never read this one because I'm a big fan of Roald Dahl, but basically the story of The Witches is a classic children's novel about a young British boy and his grandmother who live in a world where secret societies exist, and they're child-hating witches who hate children, and excellent spooky things like that. And I guess that there's this grand high witch who's probably going to try to eat a child or something horrendous like that. It seems like it'll be a perfectly timed Halloween read, and since the movie doesn't come out until October, I probably will pick that book up sometime around fall. So looking ahead, but looking ahead with excitement. Number 6 on my list that I'm excited for, and so excited for, by the way, is Death on the Nile, which is an Agatha Christie book, which is going to become a movie that will come out on October the 9th, 2020. So I saw the Murder on the Orient Express movie adaptation. Kenneth Branagh is going to be playing Hercule Poirot, and I loved the Murder on the Orient Express. I thought it was beautifully shot and very true to the story of Murder on the Orient Express. And from what I can tell, it looks like Death on the Nile is basically Murder on the Orient Express, except it's on the Nile. Believe it or not. Someone is murdered and Hercule Poirot has to figure out who done it. So, yeah. Looking forward to that one. And the last book to movie adaptation that I am so anticipating for 2020 is The One and Only Ivan, which will be coming out as a movie on August the 14th, 2020. The One and Only Ivan is a novel written by Catherine Applegate about a gorilla named Ivan, and he's pretty happy living in the zoo. He paints things and he lives his quiet life, but then a baby elephant moves into the zoo, and this baby elephant has Ivan rethinking his whole world and his art and all that he's done, and it just sounds so freaking adorable that I can't wait. Some of the voices are going to be Angelina Jolie, Helen Mirren, Bryan Cranston, Sam Rockwell. This is a book that tons of middle grade students loved, and I can kind of see why from reading the synopsis. So I want to read the book first, and then I want to see this adorable movie and get to experience it myself. And don't know if I mentioned this, but it's going to be a Disney movie, so that'll be great. So those are my 7 most anticipated book to film/TV adaptations for 2020. If you liked this video, hit the like button. In the comments below, let me know which one of these that you are most excited about seeing. And if there's another one that you know about that I did not include on my list, include it below so I can add it to my radar. If you haven't subscribed yet and you've watched this far, then I'm not sure what you're doing. Go ahead and subscribe because I can tell you must like some of this content. All right, that's it for now. Bye-bye.